Alright, Clinton's here tonight. Say hello. This is Jenny's shovel. We're doing wiring on it, inner and outer primary. And that's it. He got his new cycle electric generator, which will last him at least 100 miles. And that's it. We're going to pull the motor sprocket and the clutch hub off so we can get the inner primary off, and then we're gonna wire it with all of that off so we can route everything nicely. So it looks like I made a mistake on Clinton's bike here. I ordered the wrong inner primary, which sucks, but whatever happens. Hey Clinton. Clinton came to pick his bike up tonight. All the new wiring's done on it. It's completely redone. We got a breaker on it now so it won't burn down. It's got a key switch in the back in the normal spot. It's all braided blue wire with the white tracers. Then we got the new inner and outer primary on. Looks way better. We had to replace a ramjet retainer in the clutch too. It broke one, and changed a couple other things, but yeah, she's all done and ready to go home. Oh yeah, he's got the dummy switch up top too. It's got the oil light, neutral, and the generator light. But yeah, that's it for Clinton's bike. So I realized after I did the video I didn't show how I did any of the wiring on here, so I drew up this super badly done wiring diagram, but might help you a little bit if you need it. So this is indicating the switch. It's a two-position switch. So you have your ignition on, which is your first click, and your headlight, which is your second click, or your lights. So this is how I wired this bike. I'm missing the wiring from the dummy switches because most everybody doesn't run that. And the only other thing is this generator wiring is for a cycle electric. They only run one wire. If you're running a stock 2-brush or a 3-brush generator, you're going to have to run a different setup. It's got a relay in it. So I'll just go over it. So off the battery, straight down the ignition switch to the B. It's one wire, that's it. Then your ignition switch, the first click on is going to have the most wires on the whole bike. So you're going to have one ignition going up to the tail light to power your running light. So as soon as you click the switch, it'll come on. You're going to have another ignition going into the brake light switch. And then one out of the brake light switch going back to the tail light. So what that'll do, it's going to power in, and then when you hit the brake light and it activates the switch, it'll complete the circuit. So then you'll get your high beam. Another one off the ignition coil, or off the ignition switch, is going to come over here to the hot side of the ignition coil. And that will power your entire bike, or the starting system at least. So coming over here, you have your distributor, which is going to, same thing as one wire. That's going to come up to the negative on your ignition coil. And then last one is your headlight. That's one wire all the way up to the headlight, and then you can run a little ground off the headlight or ground to the housing if you want. The only other thing to do is make sure off this generator wire, it just runs one hot straight up to the positive of the battery just to keep it charging. Put a relay or a fuse, whatever you want, somewhere in that area. Most people run them in line. I'll sometimes run them on the negative terminal of the battery, just because if something's going to pop, if it does, it will pop on either side of the battery. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's a wiring diagram for a chopper. It's super easy. It's like a 6-wire bike. You can do it real fast.